Coming up on the Rogers Revue, we're saluting the arts. We'll have an exclusive look at the inaugural ball for the arts. Stay tuned, you do not want to miss it. This is Dean on the scene for the Rogers Revue. It is Inauguration Night 2017, and the big story is the arts. The Creative Coalition Inaugural Ball for the Arts is here tonight. It is the most defining bipartisan event in Washington, D.C. It is put on by luminaries of people in the entertainment industry, congressional leaders, and much, much more. We heard rumors that Trump is planning to cut funding for the arts. What would you do as an actor to help promote but also protect the arts?
By continuously making art, and I think by just existing and by everybody continuously standing up for what they believe in, and maybe even more so, that's the difference it'll make. It doesn't matter what position he's taken control of, or it's like he doesn't decide things for us, I don't think.
I'm going to be hitting the street doing everything I can. I think in and of itself, art is a form of communication. So I think the more that we can try to appeal to people on a human level and get into the room with them and talk to them about how important it is to stay creative, to stay passionate, to stay present, and to stay mindful and kind and empathetic, I think we're going to be doing a lot of that stuff in the upcoming days.
Well, I think everyone's going to have to voice their concern. I happen to be a SAG-AFTRA member, in addition to being a lawyer, and also a consumer of the arts. I think we all need the arts to have that escape and also inspiration and imagination. So I would hate to see the arts cut, and I think it's good business to support the arts.
When did you realize that you wanted to become an actress? When did you realize you loved the arts?
Well, I started when I was about 2.5 years old acting, so it's tough to completely remember, but I knew the second that I was on the stage that it was something that I wanted to do. And then when I was in high school doing painting classes, that kind of became my safe place from bullying and everything. So I think I knew then that it was really important to give kids a place to go to make something that was their own, that they could then show the world and feel validated and feel like they were expressing themselves in some way, because I feel like that's so important just as far as getting your bearings as a human being.
Benefits of the arts is not to be necessarily an artist. It's also benefits you as a human being. More people that are in the arts programs in educational schools have a higher rate of graduation and attending colleges, enriching their lives, being exposed to compassion, empathy. It's a vehicle for social change. There's so much to be valued in the arts program. So how could we possibly think to cut back on such an essential part of our human need?
What can we as regular citizens do to make sure that the arts stay a viable thing?
I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I think that trying to zero out the National Endowment for the Arts is going to galvanize artists and citizens alike, and there's going to be a huge public outcry, hopefully not only to save that part of our government, but to increase spending.
Yeah.
Because as I said, the statistics about the National Endowment for the Arts are that every tax dollar spent by the federal government on their programs return the federal government $7 in profit on that investment.
Right.
That is a good business move. Those are odds you take to Vegas or Wall Street, and any good businessman would take those odds.
The benefit is in Chattanooga, Tennessee, or in Boise, Idaho, there is a theater group or a symphony, a ballet. There is something that is being developed that got a small donation by a national endowment sponsorship grant that then they could go to other businesses in the area and go, we got this USDA Golden Seal approval by our government, so you can leverage those grants, and this is what this means. You will benefit financially.
The National Endowment for the Arts is not for Lincoln Center or the Kennedy Center. It's for small places all over the country that otherwise would not have access to the arts if they didn't have that seed money
Small
from the government.
theaters and plays and things of that sort.
Yes.
Even some of the free concerts and things that we get.
That's right.
Right.
So it's about exposing people to the arts who would be otherwise underserved.
Okay.
Arts is the key of life, and one administration may end up taking it down. However, for the people we talked to tonight, arts is key to life. As Malcolm Reynolds once said, you cannot stop the signal. Reporting from the Harman Center for the Arts in Washington, D.C., this is Dean Rogers for the Rogers Revue. See you next time.